Hello guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. So we are on to Act 2 of the Natlan Archon quest. Y'all have been saying that this is where shit goes down. I'm excited. Let's give it a gander and see what's going to happen after the aftermath of the attack on the village and Kachina like winning the competition. She's obviously gone off to go and like fight the Abyss. Let's see what's going to happen. Are our new friends okay? Let's find out. Right. I also just realized I've not actually unlocked this area. I was like looking at it and I was like, well, I can't see anything on the map. And it's like, because you haven't actually unlocked it yet. That's why, mate. My help.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench in our relaxation, though.
Oh, I can just imagine how, like, relaxed they are right now. Oh, no back pain at all, I reckon. Gammy gits.
Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholosaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually.
What was she up to?
Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs. So, not much has changed since we first met her.
No, she does like to do that. That is a fun pastime of hers.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Hey, Moalani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle.
Oh! Oh, this is way too happy music for this sad news. What?
But don't worry.
Yeah.
The team was
So
victorious.
she's just all right.
So the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
Oh!
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning.
Bloody
and it was her
hell.
first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Oh, bless her.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
I mean, it kind of is bad news. I know you can resurrect him, but like, what if it like didn't work or something?
Moalani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger, it's just...
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is difficult to understand, that's for sure. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess? But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right?
During the age of Khaenri'ah?
That's right.
Khaenri'ah.
Khaenri'ah suffered
Yeah,
greatly.
Khaenri'ah. God, said it wrong.
But so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss.
So the then Pyro Archon is probably Murata, right?
Even so,
I think.
the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe.
So the Abyss understood the foundation of each tribe?
Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
That seems like quite a good ability for the Abyss to have, potentially.
And that's how it became so dangerous
Yeah.
and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
True. In other nations, I've seen just how much effort it takes to fully eradicate the Abyss. The people of Natlan live in its shadow every day. Who knows how long it will take for this war to end?
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. Everyone in Natlan views the war differently, but I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know?
You can do it.
We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
But we might be. Who knows? Black stone under a white stone. All right, let's go to the stadium. That's super far away. I'm not running. I mean, interested to see how this like resurrection thing works. That dude just like breakdancing.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory.
I love how like some of them are just like dancing. It's great.
Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
If only I'd been a bit more perceptive.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together.
Ooh, okay, I'm excited.
Come on, let's find a spot with a good view.
Yeah.
When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Ooh. Did she just go inside? Wow, that singing was beautiful. We're coming back! Oh wait, what's happening? Yeah.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What? What? Ooh! Wait, maybe she's not, like, dead, though. Maybe, like, she, like, survived? Did they leave her behind?
What does that even mean?
Don't know, but I'm scared. What the fuck does that mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
Something went horribly wrong. Do you know what? I freaking knew this was gonna happen. I was like, I bet something dodgy's gonna happen here.
What's going on?
I don't know.
This has never happened before.
This is a bit, of course it's never happened before. This is very concerning.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all.
Ooh.
Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times.
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Oh.
You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all?
Oh, these two.
Maybe she got scared and ran off.
I tell you what. Let's just send these two in, okay? And then they can win and then not get resurrected. Okay? So, like, let's just do that. Because they're pissing me off.
Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
She literally kicked your ass. That's why. Like, dude.
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Yeah, let me at him.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
You're right. Let's just kick their asses instead.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
Ugh. These two are grim.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
You're gonna start questioning the Pyro Archon right now, dude? Do you really want to mess with her? Because I don't. Holy shit.
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
The Pyro Archon seems to be in deep thought. Why isn't she putting a stop to the commotion?
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
Oh, no, you just what? You were just... Get out. Just get out, Natlan. You're pissing me off.
If there are things you wish to
asshole.
clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
Yeah, state them. Go on. Sorry. These dudes have pissed me off, though.
No, of course not.
Oh, no. Now you're all sorry, are we? I see how it is.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
Yes, cook them.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon.
Oh, shit, okay.
My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I mean, to be fair, I will just say, Mualani, like, this has literally just happened. What investigating has she been able to do? She's been arguing with you. Like, you lot. Like, what? What? She hasn't actually had the chance to do anything.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
Oh shit, me? Okay.
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation.
She knows that we're here. I'm scared.
Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I think so, unless I was
I
hallucinating.
believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
But yeah, I'm wondering, like, is Kachina maybe, like, still alive in there, maybe? I don't know. Oh, this is a cool room.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss, of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
Oh, shit.
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean?
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
Also, I don't think that's something that Kachina would want. But it kind of seems like we maybe need to go into that area ourselves and investigate, because there's definitely something a bit weird here.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils.
But I guess also, while you can't bring people back to life, because the truth is that even if you can't bring people back to life, the Abyss is still going to be a problem, and attacks like on Mualani's tribe are still going to happen, and people could still be hurt and killed. So really, suspending the pilgrimage doesn't really help, because you still need to suppress the Abyss. But people are just going to have to be more careful that, like, maybe they can't get brought back to life now.
Either way, there will be people who suffer, and the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses.
Well, that's good. And it's actually good to see, because it's like, it's such a juxtaposition to Farina in Fontaine, where, like, even though Maruvica is a human still, and she's not technically an Archon, it's interesting to see the way that she's handling, like, this disastrous situation. She's clearly very capable, you know? And not that Farina wasn't, it was just Farina was thrust into a situation that and just didn't know what to do. Whereas I think Maruvica is clearly someone that's very battle-hardened and knows about these things. So it's interesting to see how different Archons face such disasters and that they play such a huge role in the nation itself. Because to be fair, like, from Raiden, really, because, you know, Venti and Zhongli very much didn't really play a role in the way the nation is ruled or dealt with. Whereas since that point, the rest of them have been a very active part in the way the nation runs. So yeah, it's quite intriguing.
Then we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity at least.
Wow, Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the sacred flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
What happens if you stay in the Night Kingdom for a long period of time?
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls.
Oh shit, okay. Well, that doesn't seem good.
Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the sacred flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
I promised you would have the chance to learn from me.
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
It won't be a problem.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if you're going, Traveler, Paimon's going too.
Good. Who else would talk for me?
Lali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Just like, what do you want?
Why?
We're so used to
Is
being
that not
like...
what happened in the other nations you visited?
Just flashing back. They should have put like a flashback into like each of the meetings. Especially Raiden and Farina's, bloody hell. It's kind of complicated, but looks like we're really making a name for ourselves.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
I mean, the first two weren't so bad. The second two were horrific. So, oh no, technically, actually... Well, no, the events around Nahida's... Nahida was lovely, but the events around Nahida's weren't great. And then, yeah... Yeah, like, the middle was pretty bad. Farina's was, like, more confrontational, involved with the law, and then, yeah. So, it's not been the best. It's not been the worst. It's been okay.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate.
You know quite a lot about me.
Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
She seems lovely. I really like her. She seems very... You know what? The most down-to-earth Archon we've had. But to be fair, probably because she isn't... Like, you know, like she's a human, isn't she? So, but she seems absolutely delightful. Oh, I mean, you know, she's a Himiko, isn't she? So, of course, all the Himikos are great. And also, you know, we love a drink. Let's go.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all.
Oh.
But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me.
Okay. Where are we going first? Okay. That is not good. So basically Kachina is being held hostage. I wonder if this is a deliberate plan?
The sacred flame
or
must
she's special.
never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
Oh, that doesn't seem good.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wayab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
But if you do this, like, who's gonna protect that?
Archon, it's the Fatui!
Oh! Oh, shit! Okay. What are you doing? Oh,
The Archon
Capitano!
of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with.
Oh my god. Hello!
The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
Oh, that was smooth with the
In
glasses.
times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan.
Oh shit.
But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
Oh, hell yeah! Oh my god.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
Ooh! Oh fuck. Oh hell yeah! Oh shit! Oh, that's so sick. Oh, damn. Oh, wow. Fuck, she's awesome. Ooh. Wow. Oh. shit, who won? Oh shit, yeah, they're pretty even. Damn. Oh, that was awesome.
Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
That is, like, are they working with the Abyss or something? Like, is he working with the Abyss? Like, it's so coincidental that this has happened at the same time as the, like, it's like he's waited for this opportunity. That was sick, though. Like, goddamn.
Are you alright, Archon?
She popped the fuck off. Ah, that was awesome. Like, holy crap. I feel like I said this in the last video, and I think I did, but like, the quality of the animation, I feel like has improved so much. I don't know if that's just me, but oh my god, that was so sick.
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I was gonna say, and the thing that's a bit scary is they were pretty par on par. He didn't even level up to his, like, other, like, usually they have, like, a second form, don't they? He didn't even level up. But he did get hit. Oh! I'm so excited. I'm a bit scared to fight him, though. Because, like...
I never imagined someone could match you in combat.
But yeah, they were pretty on par. But I'm a bit worried about, like, the second form. Because usually they have one. Unless he doesn't. But yeah, that was awesome.
If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
It's a good question.
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis.
Yeah, I wonder then what his personal goal would be here then. Because the only thing I remember hearing about him, and same again, this might be me misremembering, but he met the captain guy from Mondstadt, didn't he? And I know those two met, and there was a discussion about the fact that Capitano was coming to Natlan for some purpose. So he was like going to Natlan. So I can't remember, it was, what's his name, Varka? Is his name that might be wrong. I think it begins with a V, and I'm like excited because I really wanted to be playable. But like, Varka was on his journey, I think, and then he met Capitano, and then Capitano was coming to Natlan. That's what I remember. So he has a reason for being here, but I don't know why. But I am very curious.
But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
I'm not gonna lie, I misread that. Shit, we should shit our focus. My brain is just in awe right now from that fight because it was so fucking cool, dude.
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Nightwind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Right. That's not good.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events.
True, but is you sacrificing your power right now really the best move, considering you might be the only one that can actually fight Capitano and win?
When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him.
Ooh.
I'll need to investigate further.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Kinich, go to the Masters of the Nightwind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should know.
Of course. I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes, but fear not. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
I will say, that thing that she does when she, like, powers up, it looks a bit strange. I'm curious as to what it means. I feel like it's like, there's a reason behind it that I'm curious about.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now.
Does that mean when she's playable, we're not going to get to turn her hair into flames? They better not have just taken that away from us, because I'm going to be pissed. I will be pissed.
I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Please tell me we're still going to get to turn her hair into flames. Oh, I really hope they haven't just taken that away. I'm going to be so disappointed if that's the case. I will be sad. We'll see. I guess we'll see. That was so sick, though. Dude, oh my god. Ooh! Oh, that was probably them fighting, right?
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Kachina doesn't have that much time.
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
No, but it was pretty damn close.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Everyone really hopes nothing goes wrong.
Me too.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Yeah, mate. Give us the stone, please.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
Yeah, shit's gone down.
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there. A mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we have a spare.
That is bloody massive. And that's literally the size of my legs. How am I even going to carry that?
Thank you.
Just pop it in my
Like
pocket.
You two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather Clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes. I'll introduce you to her sometime.
Awesome.
But let's get back to business. Wyna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman, experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
All right then, let's get him on the boat.
Vichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
Should I know that name?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies.
Oh.
I've heard stories about him.
Oh.
Where can we find him?
Okay. Like, do I know them though?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
Good luck. I hope everything goes well.
Thanks, me too. But, you know, it's an Archon quest, so who the hell knows? Can only hope.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah, that must be him! are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something?
Oh. Hello. You tell him about Kachina and the Spirit Speaker Stone.
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Oh, though. It did say that he was, like, gazing out because he, like, lost someone. Maybe he's thinking he can, like, look for them and bring them back.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request.
I'm guessing we're gonna look for the person that he's lost.
After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna be the case.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
I'm excited for him to get into it later at the worst moment, because he absolutely will.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
Here, this giant stone that I somehow can just lightly carry. Although I guess it can float, I guess. It kind of looks like a saxophone. Like two saxophones, like, floating.
Huh. I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Sitlali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
Got it. What do you need?
Right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna trust you, mate. You've got this for Charmer, I believe in you, and you're motivated by your friend. 100%.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you need?
I completely understand.
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Do I need to go and get obsidian? Because I'm pretty sure I've got shitloads.
Gotcha!
But
Alright, let's split up.
we'll find out.
See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done.
Got it.
And you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore.
Also, it sounds like you want to find your friend, and we're probably your best chance at that, so...
Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, bye.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
We want to save his friend, it would seem.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now.
Yes.
Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
Hello!
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Deal.
Wait, really?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll get it back.
You want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right, that's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here and we'll see what we can find.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 mora for both.
I really hope like one of them's not fake or something.
Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him then? How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Bichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage, and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Bichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Then what happened?
Oh no, I bet the Charmer couldn't go. And then they lost.
The team agreed that
Yeah.
he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition.
Oh no!
Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught.
Oh, he must have been devastated.
Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
It was an impossible situation. But it doesn't sound like it was his fault.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Malco's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better, but... anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
I wonder if we can actually, like, save his friend, or whether or not, like, it's just too late. Oh, this is convenient. Hello.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's
As
go.
agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
Could I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Are you seeking your friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
Yes. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malko might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
Oh man, but even if he is, it's been 5 years. Like, if Kachina's only been there for like a day or whatever, and like it's been such a short amount of time, Malko is like 5 years gone. So it's probably way too late for Malko if it's not already too late for Kachina.
But that happened several years ago,
Yeah.
right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malko and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end.
Yeah, it might give him some closure, but still, it might be super angsty.
All right, let's get to it.
Oh, I feel sad for him.
I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle.
Oh.
As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
That is cool looking. Okie dokie.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments
fragments,
Pichama
here we go.
mentioned. Let's get closer.
Let's pick them up.
The sound of thunder is the voice of the almighty Shogun.
Oh, yeah, popping about, aren't you?
She would start focusing intensely every time she heard the sound of thunder. As if, by concentrating hard enough, she'd be able to hear exactly what Her Excellency was saying.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Oh, where are they? Oh, hello.
Shine down! Laid bare.
Oh, they're making such sad sounds.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds come. This is where you fall. Wind strider.
Oh, here we go.
How much longer, Bichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
We are actually we're like over halfway. Come on, we got this.
Time to go.
Need like one more. Or yeah, maybe. I think so. I'm like.
Bichama!
Quick, take it!
Oh!
I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
Understood. I'll help you buy some time.
Thank you.
Oh, we have to mash. Ooh! Help! Ah, this is new.
Watch out! The power of
Nah,
the Abyss is
mate, you ain't gonna beat me. Gonna help a friend. Get sucked off, mate. Oh, God, I nearly stopped then. Oh, huh, that scared me.
This power.
Hanging in there?
I can't hold them back much longer. We're running out of time.
Malko. No, why can't I find him? Why?
Oh.
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seat Molly. Get back!
Ooh!
Chaska, wait!
Oh, she just destroyed the stone. Oh.
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
And he managed to dodge it in time, he was right in front of it.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made the
That's true, she literally
Not
was
everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama!
Oh.
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malko. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case, Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Oh.
Was that a memory?
Got me a bit emotional, if I'm being honest. Oh.
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Any better pajamas? That's really sad. Oh no. Oh, that got me a bit emotional, if I'm being honest. Feeling any better, Vichama?
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy.
Oh.
But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking. And his smile was forced.
Yeah, you're right.
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them.
Oh. This quest is just hitting where it hurts, man. Like, it's so true, though. But also him getting that little bit of closure that his friend Malko at the end was thinking of him and wanted him to, like, live and was glad that he wasn't there. That just hits where it hurts, man.
Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning.
A more courageous way? You mean fighting while injured?
If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated.
Oh, shit.
Thanks to her, though, you were only briefly exposed.
Oh.
Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
I was like, oh my god. I was like, he's just like, finally getting some closure, and then the bloody abyssal flipping powers start corroding him. Don't even. He will be happy.
Huh. That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wyneth the good news. Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand. Right?
Yeah! We'll let Chaska apologize for that. She's got away with words.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wyna. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, that is a not happy sibling.
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story.
Right, she did just call herself Chaska's sister right now, but it feels like there's more to the story.
It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her.
Oh.
But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo sores. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next.
Oh, 100%.
Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
No. I can confirm, as one of 5, no. You don't.
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to.
How old is he meant to be?
Live with regrets later. That's what I say.
He looks about 30. How old is he supposed to be? Like, I know they don't put older characters that are playable in these gacha games, but like, come on. Like, maybe he's like 40 odd? Like, come on. Like, dude, please.
Still, I can understand.
He looks so young.
In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
It makes me want to cry when they're like, this 30-year-old character, they can no longer adventure because they're too old. Like, just get out of here. Stop it. He's probably meant to be like older, but he looks young. I would say 30 max, if not 40. But yeah, if someone confirm his age for me, that would be great. But I just, you know, when you get to my age and it's like, dude, I'm literally the same age. Like, you don't stop. Please. It's so depressing.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
See, this is the problem with overbearing siblings, is that, like, it does come from a place of concern, but also, like, Chaska is not a child. She's actually, like, the older sibling in this situation. So, like, she can make her own decisions, even if it's really hard to accept and you want to keep them safe. It's not your choice at the end of the day, and the only thing that happens is if you try and push a sibling into doing something they don't want to do, it just pushes you further away from them, and they just won't want to communicate stuff to you, and they'll just hide stuff even more, and that it just makes the relationship worse. So it's like the best thing to do is just try and, like, support them no matter what decision they choose to make, and be there to comfort them if it goes wrong, or be there to help them. Obviously, this is coming from a place of concern. It's not like she's trying to be controlling. It's just that she's clearly frustrated because this is clearly a thing that repeatedly happens, but she's not, you know, her, you know, like she's her family, but, like, she has to just be supportive. She can't do much else, you know? And Chaska is very strong, clearly, and, you know.
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Yeah, she sounds quite angry, actually. It's giving me flashbacks.
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
When she loses control, what does that mean?
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
Oh, so if she got attacked by the Abyss when she was younger, she clearly, that's why she knows about the Abyss, but I'm wondering if it did something to her. It'd be cool if she could, like, transform into, like, something else. That would be kind of sick. Or
Also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
like imagine she just turns into like a freaking werewolf or something. That would be kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
I mean, I know it won't be that, but still.
All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wyna prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
Shit. This is really awkward.
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
Yeah, don't leave it there. Oh, she's leaving it there. Never leave a fight like that if someone is going somewhere that's really dangerous, because
You two are something
regrets, you know? If something happens, you just regret it.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
About that.
If only Tone Gift Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
Oh, we could just take it to him.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh?
You explain the sequence of events to Wyna.
I see.
Awkward.
Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later.
Yeah, maybe she could fix it.
Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened at the stadium?
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
Got it. You learn of the Pyro Archon's battle against the captain as well as her sacrifice.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
Yeah, and this isn't just any Fatui. This is like the #1. So this is a bit scary.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power?
Yeah.
Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about as well.
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing.
Can I just say, I just want to note, because every time this music comes on, it's just, the music for Natlan has been stunning, by the way. I just want to make that note. Oh my god. It's so gorgeous and so atmospheric. It just really feels so different to the other areas that we've had, but the music is really impacting me. I think more so compared to other nations, I think. It's just so beautiful. Like every time it comes in, I just like stop and just like have to listen to it because I'm just like, oh, this soundtrack is stunning. And that's not to say the soundtrack in other areas isn't, because it is. Genshin music is always beautiful. Hoyoverse does an incredible job with their soundtracks, but yeah, in particular, Natlan's is just really fitting, and it's just really beautiful, and I'm very much enjoying it. I just wanted to add that in because I feel like I've not hyped up the music enough because it's gorgeous.
Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
Oh no, is someone in the room spying? Or are we just focusing on the fire? Okay, I thought it was gonna pan to like someone stood like behind the thing like spying. I was like, oh! This is a cool room.
What is this place?
I kind of get like Monster Hunter vibes from certain areas in this section, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm enjoying that because I really like Monster Hunter games, but like, yeah, I'm kind of getting like this kind of feels like the Monster Hunter room that you get.
Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
We just need like a cat in the corner.
Good eye. This is where I store all the
Palico,
various
that's what it's called.
mementos I've collected.
My brain froze on one. Yeah, we just need like a palico like there in the corner and then like a bit for your weapons and stuff. That's all we need.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
All right, we'll have a look.
The fishing equipment?
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
That feels like a mini-game teaser. For sure.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
It is, goddamn. I mean, I've got a couple of cheeky plants in my own house that I've been taking care of for a while now. Actually, there's one in particular that's blooming. I really need to name them though.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
I really should name my plants. Maybe that would help them grow a bit more.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
That is a big old belt.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great honor within the tribe. The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even 2 people to lift, and even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off. There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Ooh. Yeah, we won't open that jar. We'll just leave that closed. For sure. Oh yeah. Talisman.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Oh, I want to hear the backstory of them. Sounds like they knew each other a long time.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
I'd have to say all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So, ancient names record the past.
While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss.
It's kind of sad though that like, once you lose in battle, even if you've like fought and won countless wars before, that your ancient name would get destroyed from that. So it's kind of like sad that they have such a... that they value the ancient name so highly, but also the names are lost relatively easily as well. Because if someone loses that ancient name, then it gets lost forever, and then it's kind of just like forgotten in history, which is sad, which is really sad. Yeah.
To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So, the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan?
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan.
Oh, wait a minute, so... was Murata just a human as well?
Namely, a framework. through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood.
Huh.
By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken.
So my understanding was that each of the Archons that we currently have were each kind of like related to the element that they were part of. So for example, like Venti was like a wind spirit, right? Beforehand. I don't know about Zhongli. I know Zhongli was long referred to as like the god of Geo, but I don't know quite how Zhongli came to be, you know, the Geo Archon. And then Nahida was from the branch from Irminsul. She was created, right? And then we had A was like a lightning, like was like affiliated with lightning. I don't know if she was technically a demon, but yeah, she was like affiliated with the lightning. And then Farina or Folklore. Well, I know Farina was from the Oceanid. I don't know about Folklores. I can't quite remember. But each of them were like a creature closely affiliated with that element. Whereas this is just humans becoming Archons. So this is like a very different situation to the rest of it, right? So is that how it was just like from the beginning? And then Celestia granted each of them the Gnosis. But it seems that Maruvika, I don't think she mentioned the Gnosis, but does she then have the Gnosis? Does it just get passed on between... Like, I'm very curious how it works, considering that humans seem to be the first ones that are affiliated with Archonhood to what we've seen prior. So, yeah, or does that mean that each of them that become this Archon, there's something different about them specifically? I'm very curious. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, this is... Because I was thinking this is definitely like a different situation, right? And it definitely is. So yeah, let me know if I've got that lore wrong, but that's what I remember about how each of the Archons came to be. There's probably something different that I'm missing, but I really want to go back and read that first chapter of the manga, because she does talk about Murata, and I thought then that meant Murata was the actual Archon, like, you know, some kind of fire spirit or whatever, that then ascended to godhood. But does that mean that she was just a human as well? So yeah, I'm really curious about that now.
In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little Saurians we raised.
Oh, wait, that's so cute. Oh, another bearded character we will never have as playable. God damn it. Oh.
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
That's so cute. Oh my god, don't tell me they're all dead.
Your sister is so cute. It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now.
Yeah.
It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
It's a bit rude, but okay.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry. Paimon's so sorry. Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes.
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together.
It's so cute. Oh, that painting is adorable.
One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but In the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
You forgave them just like that?
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
See, that sounds like it happened a while ago. Oh, that frame. Oh. Oh.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Oh.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyup is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyup to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyup saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
I knew she was still going to be alive in there.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me.
Yeah, you're right. We're just not going to worry about you. Just trapped in the Night Kingdom all by yourself with the Abyss trying to, like, drive you mental. But no, it's fine. It's fine. We're just not going to worry about you. That's just... Of course I'm going to freaking worry.
I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough.
What I'm wondering is, where are Kachina's parents? They're definitely alive. Why are they not kicking the door down, being like, oi, where is my daughter? Do you know what I mean? Where are they?
I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough.
Of course it's not.
We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home.
Wow, it's like they never should have sent a child to fight in this war. That is really sad, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, come on, Natlan. Come on, you've got so many adults. Bloody hell, like, just ridiculous.
Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Except, you know, your team that already did, but, you know, don't worry about them. It's fine.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you.
So, like, did they just, like, leave her behind then, like, thinking that she was dead? Is that what happened? Oh, shit.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. you have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I mean, they did get into another argument, but lol.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
I will say Act 2 so far for me has been a step up from Act 1 for sure. I think Act 1 was a really nice way to introduce the characters and some of like the basic concepts of Natlan, and I feel like Act 2 has really allowed us to get to learn more about these characters that we have and given us some like interesting situations, and even, I mean, I even cried at one point. Oh, I didn't actually heal. Oh, fine. I'll cope. And Maruvika is like a really likable character. I'm obviously a bit confused still by some stuff, but definitely a very likable character. Oh, well, it's a good job I've got those two, isn't it? Teehee. Sticking with my core team. I need to finish building Clarand. I realised I haven't actually fully built it yet. Working on it. Grinding out levels always takes so long. Right. Let's go. Oh, that looks so sick though. Damn.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
I don't think she's talking about the Saurians. I think she means actual dragons.
Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No, it's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
Oh, we can laugh creepily if you like.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Adventurers live for moments like these.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
Ah, mate, already saw it. Don't worry about it.
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the collective
Oh,
of
crap.
planning.
Well,
Probably could have gone a little bit closer than that.
But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good.
Oh no!
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
I think the only thing I feel like is missing with getting to use these is like the sprint capability. I wish you could still sprint.
Those look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Got it. La 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 la. And slam.
Cascade. The depths beckon.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. Overruled.
I don't like that the noises they make are really sad, because it makes me sad that I'm making them make the noises.
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed. There is no escape.
Nice. I will take that, thank you. Oh, I don't think I've actually used this one yet. Oh, sick.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Oh.
Be still. Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Shine down. Laid back. Now you shall perish.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Witness my lies.
Cascade.
Illusion shattered.
There another one? No, I think we're good. Where are we going now? Is it? Oh, where are we going? Oh, hang on a minute. Here by any chance? Ooh, that's a cool way to open a door. Oh, no, we did it. Nice. Hello.
Be still. The depth's back.
Rude.
Shine down.
Oh, nice.
This is where you.
Ah, you douche.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Mind the deluge. As one with wind and cloud. Cascade.
There is no escape.
Nice. And I will take that, thank you. Oh. I really wish when it opened the chest, it just kind of like gave you everything. Instead of you having to like pick everything up. That'd be kind of nice. That'd speed things up a bit. Come on. Nice.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
Ooh. That looks
This
like...
must be the entrance the Pyro
Yeah.
Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready.
Oh, we're going in. Never mind. Maybe I wasn't ready. Let's do this.
Hey, you don't have to drag Paimon. You're pulling too hard.
Come on.
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
There's abyssal energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about
Looks
the
sick.
real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
And Kachina was struggling to find a way out, so that's not good.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it?
Don't try it now.
Right. we still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Ooh.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Wait, does that mean you're...
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malcolm. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me.
Oh.
It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected.
Oh, it's making me like sad, but I'm also like, oh, at the same time.
Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Do you know what? Screw the main story. I'm invested in these two. I'm like, I want them to be together again.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Ah!
Get back here. You can't go wandering.
Oh.
Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time.
I didn't realize, sorry. I'm such an idiot. Look at him helping us.
Let's try another route. This way.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Oh. 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 Oh no. We got a big bad. Oh shit, that's a lot of spirit. Oh shit.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that.
I heard it too. It was a voice from the Abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Why do I feel like I'm in Lord of the Rings?
I just heard it too.
Flipping Sauron whispering to us on the ring. There she is. Oh jeez. Oh, this is trippy AF. Oh.
We're here, Kachina.
Oh, honey, you made it.
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go. Spin to win.
Spam. Yeah. I think I'm actually gonna have to build Kachina. She's like really fun to play.
Kamisato Archon. Suiyu.
Everlasting as the moon.
Hell yeah.
You're here.
actually here! Thank you so much!
Oh.
The monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wyab's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wyab with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss. That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
God, do we need to do all of them then?
Still, we can't just leave the Wyab to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong? Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wyab and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Where's the totem pole?
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer. Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wyab. Not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything. You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Malco! Bruh.
Does your head still hurt?
I wish we could have saved you. I know we're 5 years too late, but still.
You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Hang on a minute, let me heal. That fight took me out a bit. I hate fighting Rift Hounds, they're such a pain. Right, cool, yeah. Yeah, Rift Hounds are just never a fun fight to have to do. Oh, this kind of looks like a bit of a boss area, potentially. I can't even see where, like, that light was. Oh, is it there? Yeah, we've come quite far then.
Wyab? Wyab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab, can you hear me? Wyab? So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wyab from answering our calls.
But if the Wyab's contaminated, does that mean no more ancient names can be formed?
Alright, get ready everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
I'll help too.
Careful. We've got company.
Oh shit. Yes, we do.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malco?
Technically, Malco was already dead, but...
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Are you the one behind all this?
No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina! Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear, because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said!
That was all thumbs up.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than two of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Does this mean I'm fighting as these two and not as my team? Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. That's a choice.
Right here. Get there!
Ah. Rude. Oh, of course you gained a shield. Ooh.
Off we go. Ha! Let's shred, Sharky!
All right. That was really easy.
We actually won!
Shit, either these two are extraordinarily powerful or that enemy was weak. Shit. Nice job. Turns out he wasn't any stronger than the ones we fought in the past.
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable.
Huh? What's happening? My ancient name is glowing?
Hmm?
But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
What?
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Okay, why is it glowing? What's happening?
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayub. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Fist bump! Boop. Whoa!
What's wrong, Moalani?
Whoa!
So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I like that all the patterns are like glowing and stuff. That's kind of sick. Oh, that'd be cool if that stays.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago,
they
they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
Oh no, they should have stayed. That would have been kind of sick. Like she powered up and like she gets like all these cool new like... that would have been kind of awesome.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
Does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayub first.
In my brain, there is a tiny little part of me that's wondering if she's going to become the Pyro Archon in the future. Wait, what powers are they using? I know she's got the abyssal cleansing powers. What are these powers that they're using? Wait.
Okay, that should be enough. Wayub? Can you hear me?
Well, hang on a minute. If they've got power to cleanse the abyss, why didn't they cleanse it out of people? Sorry, I'm just a bit confused. What powers were they using? Because obviously the Traveler's got the powers to cleanse the abyss. What powers do they have? What was that? Someone's gonna need to explain that to me in the comment because they did not explain that at all. I'm confused how they could cleanse the Wayub out of the blue. Just, yeah, that needs explaining because now I'm confused.
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Yeah, I will just say though, I mean, considering how much her parents love her, we haven't seen a lick of them this entire quest, considering it's about Kachina being dead. So I'm a little bit, unless like they are there somewhere and like you can talk to them or something, but like, you know, surely there would have been like a scene of them literally kicking down the Archon's door being like, where the hell is my daughter and why have you not brought her back? You know, like something like during the ceremony, like focusing on her parents being like upset about, you know what I mean? Like, where are they then? Like, sorry, but I'm just saying, like, there is a lack in these parenting skills I'm seeing right now, you know? Why the fuck aren't they here? If that was my daughter, I would be there. Like, I would be stood there. Even if I didn't have any freaking powers, I'd be like, that's my daughter. Like, she's literally a child. No, like, I'm gonna go and get her. Hell no. Do you know what I mean? Just, yeah, what is going on?
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Oh.
Whoa, what's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us!
Oh god, are you gonna make me run? Of course you are. Oh, that is not what I need right now. Okay. Hate when it's like, oh, okay. Oh, no, thank you.
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
Oh,
We need
shite.
to hurry, or we'll be stuck here.
Going as fast as I can. At least it's not timed. I hate timed. Ooh. Pretty cool though. I kind of look.
Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle!
I don't look behind, but oh, it is. It actually is like closing in.
Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
Damn. Did they not need to say a prayer? Oh! Wait, I thought they just needed to say a prayer. Why did they not just go and say a prayer? Oh! Oh, damn. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, she's fucking awesome, dude. Fuck.
You've done well. Now come home.
Oh, that's so sick. She was just like, no, not having that, mate. Fucking hell, she's so cool. I'm so worried about her. Something horrible's gonna happen, isn't it? That was dope. I'm so glad that happened. That was sick.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
Yeah, she fucking did, because she's cool!
But she's not here.
How did she regain her strength?
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
God damn.
Every great display of power comes at a price.
Oh no, stop it. It's not gonna end well, is it? Oh.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Mom feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm completely fine.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyab mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
That was such a cool scene though with her that was so dope. Although like I said, I am worried though because she seems to be using up her power pretty quickly, and the fact that she's also put it into the fire, it's very concerning because it seems like, you know, she can die. Like, she's not immortal. Like, she's squishy. So I'm concerned. But also I am wondering, yeah, what this plan is, how do they all fit into it, and yeah, I've got questions.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the short stint in the Night Kingdom, Mualani and the others all have some degree of abyssal contamination. But thanks to Chu's extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, the harmful effects will not be permanent. The treatment also relieves Kachina's symptoms.
All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Oh, so it doesn't affect Paimon either? We don't know why, though.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Bit of foreshadowing there, I see.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
I think I just called her Chewy Chew. Koichi. And my pronunciation is still bad, of course.
All right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction.
Let's zoom in.
It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Well, shit.
Huh?
That's not good.
No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year?
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines.
Oh.
Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory. Nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wyab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, The Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Oh!
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Well, yeah, and also, didn't they say that the Pyro Archon's been, like, switching?
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame.
So wait, is she Murata then?
Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Oh, she's like a phoenix. Oh, wait, was she Murata before? And then now she's her. Oh, interesting. Because she said that it was like a guy first. So there's definitely been other Pyro Archons. Oh, okay. That was all part of the plan?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one.
Well, then that makes sense why the statues look like her. Because it is her.
If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old, 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way.
Oh, hang on a minute then. So she was the Pyro Archon 500 years ago. She then died, and then she got reborn into Maruvica, not recently, but like recently, and then became the Pyro Archon again. Right, okay, so there have been other Pyro Archons. Because I was going to say, I was like, that doesn't really make sense. But she's not been alive for 500 years, she just got reborn. Oh, okay, got it.
The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
Right, so we know Kachina's one of the heroes. We don't know about the rest yet. But let's guess it's the playables. Let's be honest.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name.
Yeah, maybe it's because they cleansed that Wayab as well. Maybe that was the Wayab of the springs, and that's why. So maybe like the other Wayabs need cleansing, maybe.
So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines.
But I don't know if we're going to be able to do that now.
Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names.
Right.
During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
Well, we have less than a year.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered.
Right.
That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential.
Right, so the 3 that we've already got know about their past because the Wyab has acknowledged them and told them. So Milani's the 4th, so we've got 2 more that need to recognize their full potential.
Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
But what if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean you?
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
Oh.
Fuel? So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle.
Wait, so does that mean even her, like, family portrait? Because that's, like... That must be over 500 years old, unless that was the current... like her like being reborn. I'm presuming not. I'm presuming that was from like her family from 500 years ago, because she kind of seemed to talk about them like it was in the past.
On their own, each item's power is limited.
That's really sad.
But
if she's had to burn that.
Their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the 2 worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster.
Oh, so that was the Wyab for the Children of Echoes. Okay, got it. Which is why Kachina was linked to it there.
Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right. You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Is this like memories?
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
I'm guessing this is like her memories. My guess, anyway.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I've faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
I'm not gonna lie, this part of the quest has really given me Final Fantasy X vibes. I don't know if that's anyone else, but I've kind of got Final Fantasy X vibes from it, with like the spirits and the vows and the destiny of the future and stuff. It's just, yeah.
500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again?
Ah.
But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
So this was her family 500 years ago. Oh my god, did she have to? I think she had to burn the picture though, which makes this even sadder.
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
Even with this, like the flashbacks, it's giving me like Tidus vibes from Sanakin. Oh.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is.
Oh, that's a bit brutal and quite sad.
Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, We will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Right, so now we know a bit more about her intentions and goals and why she's, you know, why we've done this. But yeah, that makes sense though. That's probably why the statues look just like her then. That must be what it is. Because it is her. Oh, okay.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You can tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her so she'd take that impulse out on you?
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision. Thanks for confiding in us.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
Trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
You're telling me. So.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done,
Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
Serves you all right.
Lol.
No sympathy for me.
He is brutal. I love it.
All right. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way, I'll also become a champions coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Where is she? There she is.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
Oh, it's vibrating. Thank you. Looks a bit, I don't know if I want to drink that. It looks a little bit scary.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite.
You look like you've still got questions.
Isn't your...
Ask away.
Oh. Sorry. Isn't your plan a little too convoluted? Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous.
But clearly she didn't think it was ridiculous because she did it. So I think if she had spoken to them, they probably would have wanted to come with her, to be fair.
I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me.
But yeah, she took it upon herself, but inevitably made the situation so much harder because then she has to wait for them to wake up, essentially, which they're running out of time. They've only got less than a year left, so kind of made the situation harder for herself.
Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them.
Well, hopefully.
Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore.
I wonder if we'll find any that are.
Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
So that's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
That's actually what I wanted to ask. If you're already aware of fate.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable.
Me?
It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle.
Wow. I mean, you know, I am pretty awesome. Well, to be fair, do I even have a choice? Imagine I have a choice and I get to be like, no, and then it just like ends like the game, and it's like, you chose to retire.
If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Ancient names can be forged?
I get an ancient name?
They can. Several strict
Can I
conditions
choose
must
that?
be met, but if
Cool,
they
if I can
couldn't be
pick that.
forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come.
Right, quick question. Does my brother have an ancient name? Come on, did you forge him one as well? What do you know? I bet he has one. It's like something really freaking sad.
The Ode of Resurrection
Just
may
curious.
have temporarily lost its power, but still. Take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall.
I wonder, then, if she met our brother, like, back in the day.
Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise me anything. I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Or shoresies.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before.
Oh,
but
so didn't have one.
I trust she'll find a way.
Ooh. Oh, is that the end of the act? Okay.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power.
Oh no!
Though your injury complicates things.
Shit!
This is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now.
Ooh. I hope Capitano is like playable, like in this outfit. Like, I want to play Capitano. Oh!
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. I have questions.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About the captain's whereabouts.
Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind.
There was that guy in the trailer, so it's probably him,
I'm
right?
getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion. If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please let me know. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About elemental energy in the Abyss.
The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but few of us actually understand why. It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss.
Right, so I'm guessing they were just using elemental energy on the Wyob then? It would kind of make sense if they were kind of using that. But my question is, why can they not use that elemental energy on people to get rid of the Abyss in people if you can use it on, like, the stone? Is my question.
As for the
because it seems to like cleanse it, right? Has the same effect.
I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself.
Oh,
something else you'd like to ask?
About the absence of people from Natlan and other nations.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyob.
Right.
But their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues. Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyob to grant them leave. And the Wyob have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss.
I see. Oh, okay. It would be kind of interesting, though, if, like, currently, while we're at this point in the story, like, if you tried to use a character from Natlan in another nation, there was, like, some kind of, like, side effect to that. That would be kind of cool. That actually would be kind of awesome if there was, like, something currently that meant that you couldn't.
Still, there's no need to worry. The Wyob extend their protection to all within Natlan, including visitors from afar. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
I've got no other questions, milady.
At previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much. I'm still trying to process it.
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Natlan's fall isn't set in stone, though, right? It's important to try and enjoy moments like this when they come along.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one. Ugh, enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
I've been through so much all at once. Everything still kind of feels like a dream. Are you still feeling unwell?
Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced back pretty quick, so don't worry about me. I bet you guys must be tired, though. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. You gotta recharge so you'll be in the mood to have fun.
All right, Kachina, let's party!
I'm a little embarrassed.
Don't be. Come on, you're the star of the show today.
It cost us a lot, but we got Kachina back safely, and that's what matters. There'll be even tougher challenges coming our way in the days ahead, though. We'll have to train harder, make sure we're in peak condition. That includes you, Paimon. I can do a special one-off session to show you the ropes. Interested?
No thanks.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and, well, Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
Yeah. I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
Got it, got it, got it. And last one?
My apologies. I knew more than I let on. Everything comes at a price, and most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Wind.
Okay, so for me, the Act 2 of the Archon quest was definitely a step up in the story. I think that it was really interesting to get to learn about Maruvika and her kind of intentions, her kind of plan for Natlan. My question is she also Murata? Because obviously, so as we know, she was the Archon 500 years ago when the kind of Abyss attacked. So that's why all the kind of things are in her image and everything. But she wasn't the first Archon. So, because she mentioned there was a guy before her, like the first guy. So she obviously wasn't the first Archon, but she's the one that's come up with this plan. She basically then, she gave her life to the fire and then has now come back reborn 500 years later to implement this plan, and she obviously has kept all the memories and stuff, but there have obviously been other Archons in between. I hope I'm understanding that correctly. And there now is 6 heroes that we need who are going to help her save the day, and this is all part of this big elaborate plan, but they've all got to wake up on their own. So we're missing 2 at the moment, so I'm presuming that's going to be the next 2 acts, is what each one is going to be awakening a hero, and then the final section is going to be the plan coming to fruition. Obviously we've got the captain as well, and we've got someone helping the captain. I do wonder if the person that's helping the captain is probably going to end up being the hero that we need to awaken. That kind of feels like something that could potentially happen if it's someone from Masters of the Nightwind and we need a hero from Masters of the Nightwind. It seems like a little bit of a coincidence, so potentially that might be what's going to happen. I think that it's overall, the second act definitely got me a lot more invested in the story than the first act did. I think the first act was a nice kind of segue into Natlan, teaching you the area, the characters, getting to learn them, and then the second one has definitely developed those characters a lot more, and they are really interesting characters. I think Kachina definitely is very young, and I think that there is this repeated theme of like she just needs a lot of reassurance. She's clearly very insecure, and it almost makes me sad like how insecure she is, almost to the point of it's a bit too much. Like she needs to sort of have a bit more faith in herself, and like even when she had like defeated the bad guy with Mualani and then with the Wyab, she was still kind of doubting herself, and she's still kind of doubting herself to this point, and it kind of feels like that's just going to keep being a reoccurring theme. But it's good that she is developing, and she's kind of like, I need to look in myself to find the answer to this, and I need to believe in myself more and stuff. So there's definitely been some character development, but like the amount of self-doubt, it's really sad. But just to think of someone of her age having so much pressure put on herself, especially with like the ancient name that she has, and she seems to have quite a close connection to the Wyab as well. It's just kind of like sad that there's that much doubt in her. And then to have Mualani as someone who's like very confident and stuff, for her to end up being quite an important figure, I think, I mean, I could see that coming from a mile away. I think she's definitely going to be very key to the story, and obviously her being one of the ancient heroes, I could have you know, if you told me there's going to be 6 ancient heroes in Natlan, Mualani would have been my first choice as to who is one of them. And I like Janssen being the other one, actually, even though we don't know much about them yet. They were in the Teyvat trailer, so them having quite a key part to Natlan is very expected, because obviously we hadn't seen them much. I just recognized them from that kind of Teyvat preview trailer, so it's cool to get to see more of them and that they are kind of core to the story. And Kanichi hiding stuff as well, I guess it does kind of make sense that he would kind of become quite close friends with Mualani and Kachina as well. And, you know, obviously to be keeping an eye on things because he knew that there was more going on. The last one I didn't recognize, so obviously we'll have to see who that's going to end up being, because I can't quite remember the name. But I don't know if it's someone that we've met yet or someone that we're going to meet. I'm presuming we'll meet them in the next act. I think overall, very interesting story. I think there's a couple of things that I'm still trying to get my head around, as it is a little bit complicated. And I think I was expecting, because the Abyss is so closely tied to our sibling to pop up, and I'm surprised they haven't. I wonder if they're going to, and like if this plan with Natlan surely must tie into their own plans, right? So there must be some connection here. So I am wondering when this connection is going to show up, or whether or not they're just kind of establishing stuff to begin with. The captain, very fearsome. I like the fact that him and Maruvika were very much tat on tat with their power level. Like, clearly a threat, and obviously this is the first Fatui Harbinger, so I am expecting the fight with him to be absolutely terrifying, and his own personal intentions I'm very curious about. I am wondering whether or not, like, how he's tied to Natlan and what his own intentions are. Maybe he's from Natlan. Maybe there's something there. Maybe he'll end up being one of the heroes. I don't know. But I think for him as the first Fatui Harbinger, I really hope that we do get to delve into his story. But also there's part of me that kind of hopes he doesn't end up being like a good guy. You know, like Arlecchino, I wouldn't say she was fully a good guy, but she really did help out with Fontaine, and you could clearly see that she cared and stuff, and she looked after the kids and everything. I kind of want this theme of like some of the Fatui Harbingers being evil to continue. For example, like Dottore, when we were learning about his story in Sumeru, clearly like he's like a messed up dude, you know, and I kind of want more of that from the Fatui, because I know they all have their own intentions, but then, you know, there's aspects of them that aren't good, and I would like more of them to not be good, you know, because they are, for the most part of our villains for this kind of game, even though we could be the villains, I don't know, but like they are part of our kind of villains for this game, and I don't want everyone to turn out to be like good in the end, and then like we're just all of us against the Abyss, because like the Fatui have been an evil entity to some extent against us, so I do kind of hope that he doesn't turn out to be good in the end, but also if he does end up being playable, he probably will be, because at this rate we've had Child, we've had Scaramouche, we've had Arlecchino, that have all turned out to be like kind of good, but kind of not good at the same time. So that, and then we've had Dottore, but we know Dottore is like bad news. So, you know, I kind of want more of them to be sort of more evil and like not join us. But at the same time, we are getting very close to Snezhnaya. So like, are we even going to get any more Fatui Harbingers here? Like, are we just going to get the rest of them all revealed at once? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I would like more kind of antagonistic sides from them, and them not just to turn out to be good, because then they become playable to us, you know? I was saying this to my friend the other day, like, I'm really hoping, like, that Saritsa doesn't become playable, even though that is going to be amazing, because she's going to be, like, the Cryo Archon, it's going to be sick, but at the same time, I'm like, there is this antagonistic relationship, though, that has been building since the beginning, and then to just kind of brush that aside and have it be like, oh, well, we all get on now, you know, that's not how this is gonna work, and it's not how it should work, because the Fatui do bad things. So I'm kind of like, I really hope they don't brush it all aside just to make characters playable for the sake of them being cool, playable characters, you know? I really want it to continue for the sake of the story, that, like, they are still gonna be, like, bad, you know? But yeah, I don't know if other people feel that way, but that's kind of what I hope for. My theory, we're gonna obviously visit the other places for the next acts. Each act will probably awaken the next hero that we need, I'm guessing. I mean, Kachina does seem to definitely be playing a role, like an important role in this, so I'm surprised she isn't a hero, but yeah, I guess we'll get to meet some more of the characters and see where this kind of goes, and I'm very curious about Capitano and stuff, but overall, I think the highlight character for me in this has been Maruvika. I really like her. I liked the scene where she was flashing back to, like, her motivations and, like, what happened and why she's chosen to do this and her dedication as the Archon, but I do also think I need a bit more clarity as to, like, the events of 500 years ago. So, yeah, and, like, is she Murata? You know, I'm not 100% sure, and also I was a bit confused by, like, how they could cleanse the wire with elemental energy, but they can't cleanse the abyss in other areas with that, and yeah, that didn't really seem to make much sense. And also, like, if they can cleanse the abyss out of the wire and stuff, then, like, how were they so shocked that the Traveler could do it? Or is it just because it's something that people of Natlan could do, but she's like from outside Natlan, so it didn't really make much sense? Is it like something like that again? So yeah, I kind of need that explaining a little bit because I'm a little bit confused about that. But yeah, overall, Maruvika Capitano scene was sick. I enjoyed this act. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Are you enjoying Natlan so far? Is it holding up to the hype, or are you guys a bit like me where you've got questions but you're enjoying it, or are you just disliking it? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, Act 3 when it's up, I'll post it when it's out. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it though. This has been very good so far. I'm enjoying it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Plenty more content on this channel. Also, if you didn't know, I've got a Discord and I've also got Twitter, so if you want to follow me on those, all the stuff's down in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you very, very soon. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.